Hello and welcome to practice. Let's get on the mat, shall we? And you may want to strap a bolster, blocks, those kinds of things for this practice. Something to have an easy seat on. I also may invite you into a little core practice with a block. So you might have that nearby. If you don't have these things, don't worry about it. There's always ways to modify. And come into any comfortable seat as you're ready. And we'll give a little press down through the sits bones and the thighs. Use that rooting down to lift up through the heart. And let's take a moment to roll the shoulders and the mouth. Just invite some fluidity. And then if you will, let's clap the hands together, rub them together, get some heat going in there. And being the times that it is that we are living in, very often we come to the mat with a lot these days, lots of feels and thoughts, and all that could be stuck in the body a little bit. So we're just going to focus on moving things, really nurturing ourselves today, as well as just pumping up that vitality and helping with the immunity for this autumn season, and bring joy into the body mind. No matter what else there is to feel or experience, it's always okay, our birthright, and encouraged to remember joy and beauty and the peace where it is. There is always peace, joy, and beauty awaiting our attention. Let's call that in. If you will, slide your palms up to your eyes, so the circle of the palm is around the circle of the eye, no pressure on the eyeball itself. And press the head back over the shoulders, ears right over the shoulders. Shoulders back over ribs and hips, just settle back a moment. Breathe into the chidaksha, the black screen of the mind. Stay as you like, or with a little pressure in the hands, slide them across to the temples. You can slide the fingertips down to the temples. You can use the knuckles or palms if that feels better. But let's begin to circle through the temples. And breathe into that washing out of any temple tension here. And then again, a little sweep from the forehead, center out through the temples and down to the point between the upper and lower jaw. So let the jaw hang as much as you can. And again, here you could use your fingertips, broad flat palm for a gentler rub, or even your knuckles. But have the mouth as soft as you can. Breathe some circles here, rubbing around. And anywhere it's extra sensational or tight, you could pause and just give a little press in. Maybe take some big sighing breaths. And then let's float the fingers back up to the jaw connection there, and the thumb beneath the bottom of the lower jaw. Let's press into both, and let's pull forward, pulling any tension out of the jaw and out the chin. Shake it out. And let's come back up to the center of the forehead. You could do this with fingertips together or knuckles together, and begin to draw circles in one direction. So with them all together at first. And breathe. Ears over the shoulders. Keep your heart lifted. shoulders over hips. And switch directions of your circles. And breathe. As inspired, open the hands and circle out through the forehead, into the temples, down the jaw, and this time let's take it back into the upper neck, behind the ears, and give a little rub there. Feel those ropey muscles that connect the neck to the head here. Give a little rub into where they connect, to the bones that they're connected to or under. And then keep moving back until you have just your hands. Give a little squeeze to the sides of your neck, kind of pulling from the spine forward and down. And then go ahead and grab, when you're ready, the tops of your shoulders, fingers on the backside, thumbs across the front, or you could just release the thumbs and pull forward and down, and we'll take that all the way down the side bodies, down the legs. Let's go one more time with that. We'll just come back to the upper sides of the neck, to the base of the skull, to either side of the spine on the neck, and those little kind of squeegee palpations pulling forward on the tops of the shoulders. You can do that a few times if you like, pulling forward and down. And we'll take that all the way down and out. You might give your hands a shake out, like you're just fully releasing any tension there. And ground, fingers to the earth alongside of you. Press down, lift the heart, shoulders on the back, and breathe. Inhale, tall spine. Exhale, chin to chest. Squeeze the shoulders on the back. Inhale, trace the chin along the collarbone. Look up and over the right shoulder. Exhale, release the head through center. Trace the chin along the collarbone, look up and over the left shoulder. And follow your breath, a couple more to each side. Next time you go to the right, let's slide over, reach that right arm out. Roll your wrist again if you like, or little claps kind of with one hand clapping. It wasn't possible. It is. And stay with that as you reach away. Any little rotations, finding space there between the ear, the jaw, the neck, the shoulder. Stay with that, or go into the side body. Push into that left sits bone and open. Reach back. Big circles, big stretches, big breaths. Let's go one more time around, and just let that bring you back to where you began, here in center. Chin down. Feel the difference in the sides. Let's get that other side. Slide the chin on over to the left, and then slide that left hand over, slowly reaching the right hand up and back a bit. Spread those fingers out. Any little movements. The head, the shoulder. And stay with that as you like. We're going to take it into the side body. Reach across, big inhale, open to the side and back down. Moving with the breath. A few more. Let this be breath practice. back up to center, root into the earth, lift through the heart. Imagine dripping down any tension or busyness from the head, neck, jaw, eyes, shoulders, arms, hands. Releasing whatever you're able to into the earth to be composted, transmuted. And thank you, beautiful, powerful, generous, loving earth, for all your teachings and support and nourishment. And thank you to all of the teachers, gurus, and lineages who have handed these practices down. And honoring in this time of the thin veils, especially to our ancestors of blood and spirit, all that has come before that makes our life possible. May we also, with keen awareness, be in remembrance of the mistakes that have been made and what we have to learn from them in these times, honoring to the peoples of this land whose land we're on, and all the stewards and guardians of the land. Follow your inhale open wide and gather up. Gathering up the sky, drawing sky down to the crown, may we awaken to our oneness, our interconnectedness. And to the third eye center, may we see clearly, knowing beyond words. And hands to the mouth, may we speak our truth, sing our songs. And hands to the heart, may our heart be as light and open as possible. Clearly receiving, feeling, releasing, dreaming for the good of all, for the greatest good of all. And breathe into any word, mantra, or image that lights you up inside. Let the focus be on this yes to life. May this yes overflow from us and ripple out to all beings. And take your time, maybe roll through or shake the wrists as you like again, and then let's go ahead and pick up the knees and remove any props. Keep your block nearby. Maybe using that very soon. That could also be a rolled blanket, pillow, and come on to lie on your back. Let's hug the knees in and give a little rock into the back body. First, we'll just kind of rock side to side and feel your spine and the muscles that support your spine and all that's come before you. Big breaths in the nose, encourage a sighing out the mouth. Really let the jaw be as soft as you can. Let it hang. Horse lips, lion's breath, toning. Any vibrations could also be helpful. As inspired, let's begin to draw some circles around the sacrum. So hands on the knees, big circles all around that big bone at the base of your spine. And take your time. As you come back, let's draw in and open big circles here. Separate circles, big and wide. You might roll out that jaw again, or just notice any holding or gripping there, and let it go. Switch directions of your circles if you haven't. When you're ready, let's step the feet wide, a couple feet wide. And reach the arms up overhead, knees are bent, and inhale. Both knees to one side, reach out through fingers and knees. Exhale, navel back through center. As you roll through center, press down through your hips. Give them a little massage. Let your breath lead again, breath practice. Inhale, stretch. Exhale through center. And another breath or two at this side to side, wherever you need to feel complete there. And when you're ready, let's come back to center, feet underneath the knees, knees on the floor. And then inhale, slide the legs out as you stretch the arms up. Long body here. And exhale as you pull one knee in and tuck into that knee. Squeeze the breath out. Inhale back to the floor. Exhale and tuck in. If you'd like here, you could keep the head lifted. You could hold the head and tuck elbows to knees. Try not to pull the head. You're just holding the weight of it. The neck stays soft. Excuse me. That wasn't too painful for you. Pulsing. There you go. Just waking the core up a little bit, and then we'll just hug the knees in and rest. We'll reach the heels out straight from the knees directly above the hips. So a nice 90-degree angle with the legs, and bring the strong part of your palm right to the head of your femur, so right up into the groin crease, and then push the head of those femurs away and pull your navel down and back. Press and resist. So you're pushing the legs away, but they're staying square and pressing back into the hands. Press, resist, and as you do, pull navel back, pull those low ribs down and back. Really root the low ribs into the earth, and exhale 5. And go ahead and grab your block. Let's bring the block so the short, narrow end faces you between the upper inner thighs. Squeeze onto that block, heels under knees in line with hips, and pour that block down to the earth as much as you can as you lift up. It's not going to move a lot. You just want to avoid having it pour open. So keep rolling it down and lift up. Lengthen the tailbone out into that block. Lift the navel towards your face. Lift the chin away from the chest as you lift the chest as high as you can with the support of the shoulder blades, and breathe your bridge. Deep full breaths in bridge. Soft jaw, any sounds or vibrations welcome. Last big inhale, lift it up. Release the hands and ripple it down. Squeeze onto that block, pick the legs back up. Again, we're going to go for that 90-degree angle in the legs. Hands hold the head, neck soft. Inhale, bright and open here. Exhale, arms hug in, but they're not pulling the head. The ribs are pulling to the hips. The navel is pulling back. The knees are pulling up a bit. Sacrum up, and reach both elbows past one thigh. Inhale, open back to center. Exhale, pull the navel back, ribs to hips, sacrum up, and reach and curl to the other side. Let's just do a couple more each side. Let's do 2 more each side. Breath practice. Soft jaw. Maybe a little pursed lips, strong exhales. And come on back, feet to the earth. Spin that block down as you come back up into your bridge. Keep the chin lifting. Big breaths here. Couple more breaths. Follow your exhale to release down. And take your block, bring it so that the long, narrow end is going to be facing your face. And then you're going to pick the legs back up, bring the block just above halfway on your thighs, with the knees over the hips still. And then bring your elbows to the block. Press into the elbows, press that block and elbows into one another. Press, resist. Hands could be pointing up or towards your head. It's up to you. Navel back. Pull those low ribs back. If you want to challenge it, extend one leg out. Hui, and other side. And release. Feet wide as your mat again. And knees side to side. Inhale, stretch those arms out. Breathe that big stretch. Stay with this big stretch as you like. You could just pause and reach and stretch there. We are going to go over ankle over knee soon. So if you feel that calling, because we often do that from here, just know it's coming. For now, we'll side to side. And notice if one side's tighter and just really reach that knee and that arm away from each other. Play with any little micro movements there. Please continue with this side to side as you like, or I'm going to welcome you into a little more twisty core with some shoulder work in it. So multitasking. Here we go. I'm going to bring the elbows straight out to the sides, backs of the hands on the earth, making a nice square with your elbows, hands, and shoulders. Keep the feet as wide as the mat at first on the floor. And then again, we're just going to go to the side again, but this time we're going to kick that top foot across and exhale. Inhale, feet back wide. Exhale, kick across. And then take your time side to side. The feet can continue to land, keeping this pretty mellow core. And make sure your shoulders are staying really pinned to the earth. So there's a squeeze of the scapula together and a press of the shoulders into the earth. So that way there's the shoulder work. Here's your breath work as you exhale and kick across. Finding that twistiness in the spine. That little massage continues, or keep the feet up. Don't put them down. A little less massage, a little more work. You could even squeeze the legs together. Good work. Cleansing. Breathing. Keep those shoulders pinned. It gets a little harder as you pick the legs up and squeeze them together. So great. More benefit for the shoulders. Maybe 3 or 4 more to each side. And maybe next time that you kick that top foot over to your right, go ahead and grab that knee or foot, depending on how that leg's feeling today. Shift that hip down, lengthen that arm up, stretch out long. Legs could be together. The bottom leg could go straight down. And then roll onto the ear, looking away from the top leg. Roll that palm up, scoop that shoulder down. Breathe a twist here. Long exhales, gonna encourage that sighing out. Really making sure you've got let go of the jaw. Stay as you like, or here it is. As you come back, bend both knees, cross that top ankle over the bottom thigh. Shift the sacrum to centered on the floor. You can take pause and just press the head of the femurs away. Breathe the stretch here as you like. Pick that setup of the legs up. Interlace behind the bottom thigh. Pull it in as you ease top thigh away. Big breaths. Let the jaw be as soft as you can. We'll give another 4 or 5 breaths here. Those are deep, full breaths. If you want to add shorter core breaths or anything else, here you're welcome to. And please stay as you like, or here we go for second side, making those the girl cactus or field goal, arms, elbows out to the sides, hands straight up, backs to the hands on the floor, knees side to side, and breathe. And massage your glutes or begin that kick. And you can continue with the kick as you like, with the feet on the floor, or squeeze the legs together, kick anywhere in between. Keep those shoulders pinned and squeezing together. Strong exhales. Once more, stay with that as you like, or kick across to your second side. Grab that knee or foot, shift the hip down, lengthen the spine. Reach that arm up and open. Roll onto the ear, looking away from the spine. Find the same setup of the legs you had last time, or whatever's right for you on this side. Could be different. And big letting go breaths here. Stay as you like. Once you feel complete there, just slide those top ankle over the bottom thigh. Again, you might take pause to just ground that sacrum on the earth. Press the heads of the femurs away. Lengthen your spine out. Stay as you like. Or pick the legs up, threading through center around the outside. Pull that bottom thigh back. As you ease the top thigh away with your elbow, relax your mouth. Breathe your hips, couple minutes here. So maybe 5 or 6 breaths, just pull, pressing. Keep those ankles straight and strong, toes active. And maybe a minute or so with some core or other investigations if you did on the other side. Either way, breathful, with a soft jaw, finding that edge in your hip where you're not forcing, not avoiding. Last few breaths. Please stay as you like. Take your time once you're done. Unwind. Gonna get that little massage. Just gonna wash all that out. And go for it. And then Yogi's choice. You could just roll on over to your belly or cross your ankles, hug the legs in. Begin a little rock and roll, forward and back. Maybe cross or roll over the crossed ankles and find your way to your belly and Sphinx pose. Let's point the toes straight back, elbows under shoulders, press into pubic bone and sacrum. Inhale, drag the heart forward, shoulders on the back as much as you can. Lengthen out as you root down to lift up. Keep a little dip in the chin, back of the neck long. Deep breaths. Open heart. Soft tongue. Inhale, and inhale, press into the palms, lift the elbows. Drag the heart forward and slide the hands back under the shoulders. Take a moment to just roll around, shoulders, mouth, neck. And strong legs, toes point straight back. Roll the shoulders down the back, pull the elbows back, push into pubic bone, drag your heart forward, peel open, cobra. Stay as you like, or rotate to the sides, or pulse in and out as needed, so you're not forcing anything here. There's lots of lovely sensation, no struggle. And the exhale, melt on down. Let's open the elbows wide to the sides, fingers under the elbows. Roll shoulders down the back, kick down through your snake's tail. Inhale, peel open. Exhale, spiral one shoulder down to the earth. As you turn, look over the other shoulder. Inhale, spiral open. Exhale to your other side. Take your time, finish up so that you're even on both sides. Once you are back to center, lower down. Interlace the hands on the sacrum or just push your sacrum down. Press it down with the clasp of the hands or whatever you've got there. Push into pubic bone, sacrum presses into earth so strong. Maybe you can feel everything else wanting to light up a bit. Your legs, your chest, and you can pull the hands up and back towards where ceiling and wall meet. Long back of the neck, ears over shoulders. 3 breaths. And release the legs down, hands under shoulders. Inhale, peel open. Exhale back, child's pose. Breath, full body as you stretch back in child's pose. Give you a little wag to your tail there. Breathe a little back, whatever shows up here. Inhale, stretching back. You exhale, lift from the navel and roll up to all fours. Inhale, soften the heart down, pull shoulders down the back, open up cow. Exhale, lift the navel, maybe lift the palms, round in cat. And moving with your breath through cow and cat. Hands as you like, breath as you like, maybe adding a lion's breath. And take your time. Come to neutral, strong hands, fingertips clawing, soft heart, ribs and hips connected, core engaged. Maybe step the left knee to midline a bit and open that right knee out to the side. Big circles. Switch directions. Keep the core as stable as you can. Arms are straight and strong. Heart stays soft. And kick that right foot up to the sky and pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Kick that right foot straight back and land the outside of the foot parallel with the back of the mat. Stretch the right arm forward, long side body stretch here. Inhale, open. Reach back as you do. You could drop your head down, get that next shoulder release. Big breaths, big circles. And stretch it out long. We'll come into quarter moon. And then let's pull that right knee in and step the foot in line with the left knee. Bring the right hand to the inside of that thigh and lean into that right leg. Toes are pointing away from you out to the side. No pulsations here. And you could stay just with this, nice and easy, or I'm going to invite you to add a little more to this. So we'll come to the hands for a moment to transition. Bring that bottom leg, left leg straight back, and the toes are going to point same direction. So you're on the outside of the foot. And that right hand again can come to the upper inner thigh. Push into it. Let the left hip dip down towards the earth as you spiral down. Press into both feet. Lift that top hip up. Stretch that arm up. And pulse here. In and out. Between the two shapes. Full breaths. A couple more. And then take your time back to down dog or child's pose. Deep, full breaths. A couple more breaths wherever you're at. If you're in child's pose, you could move to all fours or downward dog. I'm switching orientations for your view. And take your time. We'll ripple forward into plank. And then draw the knees in under the hips to all fours. Bring that right knee to midline a bit. Soften the heart. Lift the ribs. Really knit the ribs and hips together. Strong core. I'm going to work on my fingertips here. You do what's right for you. And let's open left knee out to the side. Big circle. Exhale, draw it in. One more big circle. And switch directions. Last circle through, and then kick that left foot to the sky. Pull those low ribs in. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And kick the foot way, way back. Stretch out long. Anchor the outside of that foot down. Scoop that bottom shoulder down and reach that top arm forward. Long, long side body breath here. Stay with that as you like, or inhale, open. Reach away with your exhale, sweep on through. And feel all the space you can get there. Side body, neck, back body, open heart. Couple more breaths. Next time you sweep through, let's pull that top leg and arm up, hug into the core, lift up. Big inhale as you exhale. Let's step that right foot in line with the left knee. Toes are going to turn out to the side. You can step it as wide as you like there. And then let's play, which is bending into that. You can bring your hand to the side to press into that. It can be more or less pressure. Pulsing in and out. Once more, stay with this little pulsation, or as you're ready, we'll bring both hands down to transition and step that right foot back, rotate to the outside of the foot, straight strong ankle, all toes are pointing the direction you're looking, the standing heel is under that knee. Press the hand into the inner head of the femur and spiral towards the earth. Exhale as you dip the hip down, and then follow your breath to push into the feet and lift the hip up and stretch long. Exhale, pulsing, dip down. Inhale, push and lift and stretch out. Here, let's do a few more. Once again, when you're done, you can stretch forward and turn this into downward dog, maybe child's pose. What's right for you right now? Down dog or child's pose. Breath and awareness to whatever's showing up there. And maybe in the next breath or two, if you're not in down dog, begin to make your way there. And keep pulling back from the core. Bend one knee and then the other in your down dog. So you're stretching out through one heel and then the other, back of that leg. Soft neck. Deep full breaths. And then see about or notice how as you bicycle your feet and stretch, of course your hips go to one side and the other foot gets light. So let's begin to work with that and just really let the hips swing wide, really let your foot get light and step it forward a little bit. And step it forward a little bit. Step it forward a little bit. Bend those knees as much as you need to and walk yourself slow and steady in this stretchy way into a forward fold. As you come into the forward fold, you could shake your hands out first, that might feel best. And then you could hold as you like your elbows. Wiggle the shoulders out of the back in a good way. Or hug your head and draw the spine long with the weight of the arms, hugging the head. Or hug into your body, whatever's best for your body today. Take a few more breaths in this forward fold. Feel your feet. Make your feet nice and strong. Big inhale. Exhale, lift from the arches, kneecaps, quadriceps, navel, and slowly begin to stack up one vertebra at a time. Root, rise, and take your time. At the top, open wide. Gather up the sky and center in. Hands to heart, press into the hands. Lift your heart up and breathe your heart's yes. Find a drishti. Staying with the fullness of your breath, soften your gaze to any one point of focus, and pour the weight into the right leg. Slide the left foot up your inseam, and let's take Vrikshasana, tree pose. Bring the foot if you can to the upper inner thigh as needed. It could be lower. Squeeze to midline. As inspired, grow your branches. Stretch up. Any variations with the arms? Keep that strong hug to center. Maybe a spiral into a twisted tree. Stay as you like or squeeze to center. Come on back. And ankle over knee. Flex that top foot a lot. Hands to heads of femurs. Press them down as you lift the heart and sink in. Elbows can come to ankle and knee. Keep sinking in. Moving with the breath. Wherever you're at, soft jaw. Deep full breaths. Reach the heart forward. And stay with this as you like, or hug in a bit and spiral that top leg all the way around. Toes could land or hook. It's down, tall spine. Maybe add the arms. Spiral that top arm around. Same one as the leg. Left arm on top right now. Big hug arms or eagle arms. Elbows up, shoulders down, hands away from the face, and soft eyes, soft gaze as you sink in. Sink in as low as you can, and squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Exhale all the breath out, stay as you like. Or inhale, fly away through warrior 3 into high lunge. From high lunge, stay as you like. Back heel down, hands clasp behind you. Inhale, lift the navel, lift the heart. Any breathful edge of back bend. Front knee stays deep and wide. Back foot active. Heart to the sky. Follow any exhale to push from the back foot, lift from your heart and dive inside that front leg. You can always rest on it if you need to. Breathful and humble warrior, or flow the arms down. Come to hands or forearms inside the front leg. Soft jaw, soft tongue. Breathful here in lizard lunge, or melt the back knee down. Heel toe that front foot wide out to the side, knee and toe point out at a 45-degree angle, and then left hand walks wide. If you've got a regular mat, you're off the side of the mat. And give a little pull of the inner thighs together. Stretch that top arm forward and open, heart face to sky. Reach back, Look back, stay there, or maybe grab that back foot. Use that hold to squeeze the shoulders. Slide the ears back, open heart. And deep full breaths. Please stay as you like, or slowly unwind up to the hands, back toes under, lift, inhale, exhale, swoop back, plank, rest as you need, or plank into chaturanga. You know your options there, or inhale, heart open, squeeze, stay as you like, back to child's pose, or down dog once you're done. And you could stay in your child's or down dog a little longer. Maybe you begin to make your way back to the front of your mat, or whichever side it's gonna be the front for this side. As we make our way towards second side, take your time. Bend your feet. Breathe your back body, stretch up to the earth. When you're ready, prepare for second side. Tadasana, strong mountain pose. Feel your heartbeat, your breath, your aliveness. Find a drishti and soften your gaze to one point. Hug to midline. Pour the weight into your left foot or your second side. Slide that right foot up the inseam and Vrikshasana, tree pose. As you're ready, hug in. Lengthen up, soft standing knee. Find your variation of tree. Add a little twist to your tree if you would like. Your body says yes. Stay as you like, or come on back to center. Ankle over knee as you're ready. Flex that top foot strongly. Hug to midline and sink in as you lift your heart. Keep moving, low back in, heart forward, seat low, mouth soft. Stay as you like, or big inhale as you exhale, hug in, spiral that top leg around, hook or stand it. Find that footing or that balance, and when you're ready, right arm over the top, big hug arms, go around, or keep spiraling, eagle arms, elbows up, shoulders down, hands away from the face, and sink into your seat. Keep lifting heart, deep into the knees. Ultimately, at the very bottom, you might be hooking elbows and knees. Exhale and squeeze all the breath out. Stay as you like, or inhale, fly away through your warrior three. Back into high lunge. Maybe clasp the hands behind you. Bright open heart. Any breathful edge of back bend. Stay as you like, or pivot that back heel down. Lead with your heart, dive in, humble warrior. Once again, stay as you like or unwind into lizard lunge. Back knee could be up or down. It could be on the hands or forearms. Take your time, play with it, finding your way to whatever's right for you there. Once again, you could stay with that lizard lunge longer or come on up to blossom mat open. Back knee comes down. Come up to the hands, heel toe that left foot wide or front foot wide. Knee and toe point out, about a 45-degree angle. Right hand walks wide. And then squeeze the inner thighs and feet towards one another. Stretch that left top arm open. Big right lift of your heart. Reach back, look back, maybe grab your foot. Any variations or movements here? Big breaths. Where do you feel the resistance? Where's the opening? Stay as you like or unwind. Let's walk the hands inside that front leg for a bit here and come into parallel feet, wide-legged stance, parallel feet, and bow in. You could hold your ankles and draw the spine long, head to the earth or a block, or you could walk the hands back behind you and draw the spine long, head to the earth or a block. You could just rest here. You could wiggle and dance into the hips a bit here if you like. Or if your head's on the earth and it's a thing that your body likes, then maybe you bring your hands to a way that's supportive. Elbows under shoulders or hands straight out and palms down can work too. And follow any breath towards a headstand. Get a few more breaths, 3 or 4, for whatever's right for you, from or in the shape you're in. Stay a little longer if you like, or unwind slowly. And we're going to make our way through Vinyasa, or back as needed, to down dog or child's pose, and just find your breath, present with your body mind, whatever's right for you right now. And let's all meet in child's pose. If you'd prefer, you could do down dog and some Kriya breaths, some echo exhalations, and hollow the belly out and then flutter it, or child's pose, and maybe some Brahmari or bee's breath. So as you come into child's pose, arms could be in any variation. Maybe they're grounding the lower back, just resting alongside of you, or pressing out in front of you. And let the belly be soft. Bring some pressure into the upper center forehead. And then, if you will, begin to draw little circles, like maybe the size of a quarter, a coin, with your nose. Just feel that movement of your scalp around the forehead. Little pressure here into the Ladlata chakra, or a center of calming for the nervous system. Stay with that, or rest. Simply breathful, or maybe add Brahmari or bee's breath, like the end of the Om, an NG sound. Lips are slightly parted, and with your exhale, pelvic floor, navel, tip of the tongue, and eyes lightly lift to your third eye center. And take your time, slow and steady. Let's unwind. I'm just gonna let the arms melt. Pull back from your core and roll on up. And let's just drop the weight over into your left hip. And we'll take the right knee, open to the side at first, straight out from the hip. And press down. Let's bring the right hand to the left knee or thigh. Give a little pull down to lift the heart up. Keep lengthening up and spiral away from the leg. Death. Maybe even spiraling back. Stay as you like, or keep spiraling away from the legs, walking the hands behind you. Rest your head on the right forearm. Maybe reach back with the left hand for that right foot. Draw it in towards your seat. Big breaths here. Soft mouth as you breathe into whatever opening is happening here. Please stay as you like, or gently press in, lift from your navel as you drape up. Unwind that twist a bit just to sit up, and then let's spin the right foot around to outside of the left foot, left hip that is. Feet next to the hips, walk them wide. They could come up closer towards knee height if it's something that your hips like. Knees stack, there should be zero sharp knee pain. As needed, lift up higher, extend the lower leg out. Maybe push into the feet, wiggle your hips back, core pelvis forward. Tall spine, root the hips. And soft jaw. Please stay as you like. You could come back to your hug arms. You could come back to eagle arms. Or we'll do classical Gomukhasana arms maybe today. I'm going to invite you to that. So take the opposite arm as your top leg. Arm up and bend that elbow. Press the head back into the forearm. Right hand could help that left hand down. Big breaths here. You know, this kind of epic choral song is a little bit discongruous with the pose right now. And they're singing for peace, a whole ton of people. So we're just going to let that happen. Maybe feel that joy, that jubilant expression in the hips. Stay with this, or swoop that right arm around. Maybe you can hold the left fingers or your shirt or a strap, and just press in to whatever part of the back you get to lift the heart. You could stay upright. You could stay with the arms and the hips as we are, or keep moving forward from the heart and bow in. You could pulse in and out of this, bowing in. Again, staying with the arms and hips here, or just unwind the arms and be with the hips as we melt into this for 3 or 4 more breaths. Please stay longer if your body asks you to. Or unwind the arms, give your shoulders, mouth, neck, all your joints there. Roll out. You're welcome to transition however you like, or just switch the weight back, pick the feet up, lift up, maybe hold the legs, take a little pause in boat, any boat. And when you're ready, we'll take the feet over to the left knees out to the side directly from the hip. Right foot stands on that left thigh, left hand to right thigh. Scoop that left shoulder down the back, lift your heart and spiral to your right or away from the legs, and keep lifting up, lengthening away. Breathe, long spine spiraling. Please feel free to stay upright longer or keep walking away and down. Come to rest. You can bring your head to that left forearm. Reach back with the right hand for that left foot. Draw it in towards your seat. And big deep breaths here. Stay as you like. A big inhale, use that exhale to drape on up. Swoop that left leg around and stack your knees up. Again, modify as you need to, so there's no sharp knee pain. There is a nice warm smile of opening in your hips without any forcing or steering anywhere. Just find that edge of effort and ease, sensational but melty. And we'll give a little pull on that top knee to lift the heart. Wiggle into the sits bones. As always, you could press into feet, wiggle hips back, or find any of those modifications, lifting seat, extending leg. Stay as you like. Add the arms that you like, maybe. The traditional arms for this pose go Mukasana arms, right arm up. Reach tall, bend that elbow, hand down your back, head back into the forearm, and breathe. Left hand helps that right hand down the back by pressing into the elbow. Stay with that as you like. Or maybe you're going to swoop that left arm around and reach up for those right fingers. Hold your shirt, or just press the hands into the back to lift the heart. Tall spine, soft mouth, deep breath. Lengthen through the spine, stay upright. Melt forward over the legs. Pulse in and out, or keep that melting going. Stay with shoulders and hips, or whatever's right for you. And please stay longer if you like. Or big inhale and stretch. And exhale to slowly unwind, drape up, pick that knee up, open the legs wide. Again, if this makes you round back, sit up higher or bend the knees, dig those heels in and pull. You might do that anyways. Really try to feel the pelvis pouring forward, low back in. Get on the front edge of your sit-bone, so you might pick your booty up there, put it on back behind you. Spin the inseams to the earth. And keep that bit of action of pulling from the heels to pour pelvis forward. Lift the heart. Hands could support you behind you, or in frente, or keep reaching the heart forward. You could play with a little sway, a little side to side. Just lengthening out to your breathful edge. At any point, pull your bolster into the situation, your block, maybe your block and your bolster. Anything that you need to rest your head. You can stack up elbows or fists or both. Whatever you need to rest in or stay more upright, and close your eyes to drop in. Just find the edge that is breathful and compassionate. Breathe and listen there at the edge. As your breath, your jaw, your tongue, you're finding that edge where there's sensation, presence, but no forcing, not napping or avoiding. A little bit of effort, a whole lot of breath and melting. Stay as you like. Or inhale, stretch. And exhale. Pull from the navel and drape up. Hold behind the knees to pick them up and draw in. You're welcome to roll through to Shavasana or any final resting shapes. Maybe you're coming into meditative seat. This could be just for a pause to notice what's present in the body and the full cycle of your practice here. maybe a little breath practice if you'd like to. This can really set you up for meditation or being in a meditative state if you're not already, to take you from a nice centered place forward into whatever is next for you. So please listen in, hear what's right for you. If and when you're ready, connect to your intention. And breathe your intention. Maybe you can feel it to a count of like 5 or 6 seconds. And as you're ready, if you want to add that to breath practice, we're going to exhale the length of your 5 or 6 seconds count mantra and pause in the emptiness for the same length, same count. Inhale, same length, 5 or 6 seconds. And pause in the fullness for same length of that mantra or count. In this way, you could just pause at the top and bottom if you like, or pause for the full length of the count. We'll go a couple minutes here. I'm going to put some music for this one. I just want you to be able to relax a bit here. Movement piece. And just breathing long, slow breaths. Exhaling for the length of your mantra. Holding and inhaling equal length. And at any point, release any efforting from mantra or breath and allow yourself to just melt, to just be. And whenever you need to return to your day, just bring awareness back to the breath. Notice the natural breath. Notice the quality of the muscles, the mind, the energy that's present right now. If you have any sense of calm, spaciousness, ease, joy, peace, again, just remember this is always there, waiting your attention beneath the layers of the other fields. These are your natural states of being. And please move from this place of easy breath, easy body, as you are ready to. And thank you for your presence and your practice. Thank you so much. So crucial. For one, for all. Blessings and thank you, beautiful planets, and thank you, ancestors of blood and spirit, for all the lessons and support. See you next time.